Hey everybody, welcome to part 3 of 3 in the series of creating an online presence. Today I'm going to be wrapping everything up, giving you a ton of content, some simple additions to add to your online presence in order to not only grow it, but also sustain the growth that you have worked so hard to build over time. One of the main challenges that I see is people will start building their online presence and then they'll wonder, why don't I have people returning or subscribing or liking or watching your content? One of the main areas I believe is missed is creating some type of interaction with your viewership in order to have them take some type of additional action with your content. So we're going to be going through a bunch of those here today. If you are not familiar with me or my channel, I am Tom Batman Ziegelbauer, and I help businesses and entrepreneurs grow and scale their businesses through the use of technology. So we're going to just get after it here today. The first one is adding calls to action to everything. A lot of people focus in on their website and they'll have call to actions and make sure that you have those call to actions above the fold. This also applies to social media. And I will give you a grand example of that here today, something that we are currently doing across our social media presences for 0%. We have a webinar coming up at the end of the month on March 27th. So hopefully this video drops before that ends up going out. And one of the things that we did an Instagram post. One of my colleagues in the company did for Tyler Bozzetti's event that's showing up on the 27th of this month at noon for a real estate investment webinar. We, just from that one social media post, by having them swipe up and go directly in order to be able to register for this event, increased the sales by 300% just by one social media post. Would you be happy with increasing your business sales in a day by putting out one social media post? Is it worth putting calls to actions on everything? Absolutely. Okay, so here's another tip. Never completely scrap what you've already done. And I'm going to give you a real life example of my YouTube channel that I've restarted. So I've mentioned it throughout this series. I'm also in the middle of an experiment. I've built brands for a number of other people. Now I'm basically starting from scratch and I'm rebuilding, or I am just kind of starting from ground zero. With the exception of, I have this YouTube channel that's been sitting out there for 7-8 years. So you can see the metric here where I started back October 27th of 2013 and kind of here's today. And here's why this is important. So yes, you see this like huge jump and then it like dies down to nothing. Well, yes, this was a dead channel. A lot of people would have just scrapped this. And if you look at the metrics though, over time, it's received 120,000 views over time. And if you look at some of the topics of some of those top ones right now, so this Sony video on a stereo that I installed. Again, I threw this stuff out there as just a personal thing. I wasn't building a brand. It was just something I was in the middle of and was kind of proud that this had been done. The second one is another video on how to connect your phone up and basically mirror that to your stereo. A lot of people are interested in that. This technology doesn't even exist anymore unless you have an 8-year-old phone. So through the two of those, that's 70,000, another 40. So a little over 100,000 views just between the two of those. Why would I ever get rid of that? This is like the recycling symbol, right? Reduce, reuse, recycle. Why wouldn't I recycle this account in order to be able to start this process off? And people are still clicking on this stuff and they're still viewing it. Why wouldn't I give them the opportunity in order to be able to see all of the things where I'm really focusing in my attention on to be able to help them out with additional technology things. So just an example of why you should never absolutely kill something off and start from scratch if you don't have to. So another solution to engaging your customers or potential customers is encouraging them to reply to polls, asking them to click on relevant links like I have been mentioning inside of this for that webinar that's going on, asking them to leave comments for specific questions, and I will like eat my own soup here. I would like additional topics from you that are of interest to you, so please write a comment down below this video so I know the topics that you're interested in so I can focus in on those. And maybe it's a problem with your business. I would like to answer those for you and solve some of those fundamental problems. Next one is reply to all direct messages, comments, and reviews. We talked about this in the last one about reviews and the Google My Business. This is also important upon every single social media that you have. So if you have somebody who's commented on YouTube, or they've commented on Instagram, or they have commented on Facebook, one of the metrics that I can tell you already is I have a 20% close ratio for the people that have come through our Facebook and have commented that they're interested, and I pass them along to our SDRs in order to warm them up, and they eventually turn into a sale. So 20% return on investment of time just to say, hey, I'm going to get you in touch with one of our sales representatives in order to talk about the services that we provide. And then the last one, and this one is so critical. Please, 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 please follow me on this. Follow and subscribe to everyone that comments, likes, or follows. This is how I build out channels organically, because people love to gain more subscribers. Yes, now if you have like 40,000 subscribers on your channel, you probably aren't interested in my particular one. However, I have received some of those likes and follows and subscribes back as I'm building these things up from scratch. And it's been exponential. Like I've said in other videos in this particular series, I started this process out from ground zero about a month ago, and I am up over 100%. Not only viewership, subscribership, likes, people getting alerted to the channel posts that I'm doing right now. And a lot of this content can be reused and repurposed that I am going to be putting out there in additional webinars and additional courses that I have out there. So hopefully, man, we went through like 18 or 20 different ideas here over the course of these 3 videos. I hope you received exceptional value from each one of those. If you did, please hit that like, subscribe, and alert button down at the bottom there. Please add comments down below in terms of additional videos that you would like to see me put out there in the future. So remember, people don't care how much you know until they know how much you care, and I will see you next time. Thank you for watching again.